the Millennials Empowerment Panel Discussion. We're going to have a panel discussion with the Millennials. As a young person, it's really great to see other young people, doing great in their respective field, empowering and inspiring other young people. So we're going to have Stephanie Ettiegne, who's going to be hosting the panel with the Millennials. So without any further delay, I'm going to call them to come forward. I'm going to start with Jospin Okamba, who's a senior tech analyst at Medical City of Dallas. While he's coming forward, can we help just applaud and encourage him for being such a young, inspiring man to the new generation. And the second one is going to be Haridja Kabuyi, who's a Bachelor of Science in Biology and Microbiology. Please help welcome her. You have a seat. And the third person is Karema, all the way from New York. She's an African community manager at Homeless. Can we help her? Can we help the floor while she's coming forward? And lastly, we have Sandra. She's a reporting analyst from Okamba, UK to USA. Please help all the way here. Yeah. Social distance. All right, I'm going to ask Stephanie to come forward and take over.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. My name is Stephanie. I am the co-founder of SmartShow. We are a non-profit organization and we support young professionals. We are long-term partners of Awakening Africa, so we're very delighted to be here tonight and support this initiative. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. And I want to ask all our guests and panelist members to introduce themselves shortly.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, good evening, guys. My name is Sandra. I'm 28 years old. I like to read. I like to shop. I like Christ. I love Christ.
Amen.
I love church. And so I've been in my professional career for about 8 years in finance. I started out as an accounts payable, so moved up to finally reporting analyst. I'm transitioning into IT, Scrum Mastering. I'm just actually landed my first contract. Glad for that. So that's me.
Hi everyone, I'm Karema Bwerevu. Congrats, that's amazing. So I guess I'm just going to get right into it. I actually work with homies. I manage the African community on the app. So if you guys are not on the app, please make sure to download it. It's amazing. It's basically very much community centered, and I'll get more into it, I guess, later on. But so basically that's all I do, based out of New York City, and I'm glad to be here. So thank you so much, Awakening Africa.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandra and I'm 27 years old. I finished my bachelor last year in microbiology and right now I'm working as a medical scribe. So that's that.
My name is Jospin. I'm a senior tech at Medical City Dallas. I'm passionate with IT, so I got a degree in computer science and some more data. I work for different companies, including various corporate CCs, DB, downtown Dallas, and right now I'm working for Medical City Dallas. So right now, I'm mostly with the project, decommission project, construction, expansion, you name it, pretty much like helping IT projects. So right now we're working on the deployment of the COVID-19 vaccine. So yeah, that's what I do. I'm passionate with IT and I'm a senior architect of Medical City Dallas. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. We are the Millennials of the room, apparently.
Yes.
And we are very proud, we are very smart, we're running the world. So let's jump right into it. I want to hear from you as far as what does leadership mean for you? And we'll take one answer to the left and one answer from the right. Sounds good?
Leadership to me is the ability that a person has to encourage other people
Okay. What about your ladies?
Well, I believe there is no leadership without servitude. One has to first become a servant, because servant leadership is how you really become a leader, I believe. You have to nurture people. You have to create an environment that is welcoming to new ideas, to creativity. You know.
Okay. So it seems like your leadership is about serving, which is good because you always have to put other people in front and make them feel valued. That's good. That's one thing that millennials do care about, feeling valued in today's society. So what are the challenges that millennials are facing today? And what do you think we can do about it? And I want to hear from every one of you.
So I'll start. I think what we have to do first is to be able to listen. Like, you have to listen to the people that you serve. In order for you to do better, you have to accept, to be criticized, you have to listen to the people that you serve. And once you get the feedback, then you better decide to offer them the service that they need. So listening is the key to succeed in everything that you do. That's my opinion.
Absolutely. Is anybody taking notes? We says listening. Okay, we're trying to listen more in 2021. I'm guilty. I usually go listen, but I promise to do better. Yeah. Go ahead.
To me, I believe it's financial literacy. I think we have to learn how to manage our money, manage our finances, and also learn how to invest. Invest in yourself and invest also in others. And I think also what I would say is unemployment. In a sense, today, we millennials think that once we go into college, we have a degree, we gotta have a job directly, which is not the case for many people. Today, many people, they have a degree, but they are not working in the field that they have studied for, or they are underemployed. So they are working not in the right field. So what I think as a millennial, what we should do, we should project ourselves in the future. So think first what you want to do in life, and then think of ways to get there, because college or university is not always the way. For certain people, it's the way. For others, they can have easier routes. So that's what I think we should do.
I like that. Financial literacy is really because I think the majority of Africans can agree with that, but we grew up thinking that you have to be a certain age before investing. You have to be in your 40s, 50s after you've worked for corporate for like 20-something years, and then you use whatever money you have, then you invest it. But in America, it's completely different. Like you start investing so early with the money that you have, you make plans, and you become really financially aware. So I really think that it's really something that millennials should tap into nowadays, and being very financially aware, really.
Yeah, and my point is going to string along to her point. It's really a challenge that really we can't even help. Student loans. That's a very, very big thing for millennials. If we're talking directly about millennials right now, like student loans is a big, like now to get married, when you go on a date, you have to ask first as a person, are you in debt? Like,
I don't need them to tell you the truth though, but okay.
that's crazy to think about it. Like, the student loans are a hefty package, and there's no way around it. Well, there is a way around it. You just find a job which offers tuition reimbursement. You can try your best to get scholarships. But there is a way around it. It's just hard. It's really, really hard.
So I think I'm gonna speak with you guys. I think economical infrastructure is a big thing, and I would also say a lot of us cultural identity, right? Being able to moving here when we're African, and being able to kind of identify and also grow in respect to what we believe in with our culture. So I think that's what I would definitely stick with.
So I would say, when I say listen, so we see most of the people are failing on the financial way because they don't listen. You see someone like who's been in the US for the past 10 years, we made so many mistakes, and then you here in the US for like 2 or 3 years. We teach you the way from experience of what we did in the past for you not to go ahead, and then, follow the bad step. So that's what I would say, like, listening to what people have been here before, that will help you to not make the same mistake that they did before. So I'll agree with you guys, it's really important, be like student and all that, it's good, but we need to listen more.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the key. Like when somebody says, you know what, man, don't do this, don't take credit when your car for loan, don't do this, don't do that. Be ready before you check it out, be ready before you do it. So listening is the key. That's what's gonna happen to avoid making mistakes in the future. So that's what I would.
True. And to piggyback on what each of y'all said, feeling like you are overworked or working less than what your degree promised you, or not being financially independent, really feeling like you're going to be in debt for so many years, not having the economic infrastructures to help you go to the next level, that will really affect you financially, professionally, but also mentally. And this is really something that I want to touch on, mental health for millennials. Over the past few years, it's been a huge health shock, like I would call, because millennials are having to deal with a lot of mental things. So I want to hear from you guys, maybe not a personal experience, but maybe hearing stories or knowing someone who went through something, and what would you advise to anybody that's in a room, that's millennial, that's young, that's having to deal with so much pressure from society, and they just, who wants to do better in 2021? What would y'all say? Go ahead.
Okay. I would say, especially in our African community, I would say that we shouldn't put a stigma on mental health and destigmatize therapy because it's important. First, I would say in our home, our house, we should increase communication among the parents, the children, and among the
Parents, are you all hearing this? Taking notes. We are not playing.
Yes, I think conversation is very, very important, especially for a child that reached puberty.
Yeah.
Yes. Like conversation should start there. And then when they go out to society, they shouldn't be scared of asking for help, asking for professional help. If you ask for professional help, it doesn't mean that something is wrong with you, but you just need more time to figure out some stuff.
Yes.
So don't cross that. So seek help when you need help. And also we have to understand that it's not forever. People have had 20s, 30s, and then the problem that we had in our 20s are not the same problem that we had in our 30s. So life continues. Right now it might be bad, but tomorrow, there is hope. So just don't stay in
that place. Yeah. I like that. I think there's no shame in seeking help. I'm an advocate of that. We can't do everything on our own. It starts really getting to us when we feel like, okay, I have to master this on my own. I have nobody to help me. So step out of your comfort zone and ask for help. There's literally no one judging you. And like you said, it's only temporary. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. You just gotta keep that in mind. It is what you'll have.
Well, I guess I have more personal experience to share. So growing up, I was one of those, I guess you could call struggling kids. curfew was at 3 p.m. I came home at 7.
Okay.
Most times. But now my mom's like, what, do you remember how crazy you were? I'm like, yeah, and what happened? It's just a matter of just, we go through things. Like kids go through things. They misbehave a day or two, even a year or two. It's just about giving them time, patience, talking to them, and just having a friend also really counts. Having a friend you trust to tell, hey, I feel like this, I feel like I want to end it, I feel like I want to do this and that. You just have to communicate. I personally never felt like I wanted to end it, but I was really struggling. Like I just went out of my way to misbehave. I went out of my way to just rebel for no apparent reason. And I outgrew that, and thank God I did, because I'm where my mates are not. So I thank God for that. So meditation, praying, having a friend, communicating, all those are really, really big attributes to have. Yeah.
And I want to hear from you because men are especially taught to be strong and not display any sign of weakness, even if it includes faking it mentally. So, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I mean, you're totally right. I would just say, I'll say it from my personal experience. When I first came in this town, to the US, my brother was telling me stuff, man, you don't know this, don't do this, don't do that. And you know what? I left the country before you. I lived in my home, like in the different places. I know what to do, I know what's right for me. I was stopping, stopping brother. Big bro's trying to show you the way, you know what? Here in the US, this is what we do. To avoid mistakes, you should follow this way, you should do this, you should do this and that. I was like, you know what? I left home before you, I know better. I'm the one who should teach you. That's what I was saying at the beginning, You have to step back and listen. When you want to have people avoid mistakes, Step back and listen. It's not gonna hurt you, Just become, our children are like, seek help if you need it, if you don't know anything, ask questions. Communication is also something that will help you, to overcome anything that comes in your way. So use the tools around you when they try to offer you those tools. Use it. Don't just be a stubborn boy. You know what? I know better. I can do this. I'm a man. You cannot teach me anything. If you do that, you're gonna end up fail. And when you fail, we make that to the picture, man. You know what? We told you. You don't want anybody to think that, I told you so. So take a step back and listen to what they're telling you. Use the tools around you so that you do better.
Yeah, I think that's a great take on humility. Kind of always, hearing from the people who've been there before you, not just dismissing. I think millennials are all prone to make their own mistakes, going through the path and, I don't care about what happened to you, I want it to happen to me so I can learn, but definitely, paying attention to what others are saying and not just dismissing, it's really always helping us not making the same mistakes. So definitely, I like that. So let's talk about social networking. So we millennials have that thing written on our forehead. We always on our phones, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and all of those social media things that I cannot keep up with. Even me, a millennial, cannot keep up with. So it is something good, but it's also something that you gotta be really careful when it comes. There's a lot of public information out there. There's a lot of things that you share that maybe you don't want everybody to be aware of. But it's also a need for millennials to pretend. Like, they will want to make you think that they have their perfect life and perfect job. How do y'all use social networking to get to where you are in your life and in your career today?
Well, I would say I'm a very private person, so I don't really use social media often, but what I do is I follow people on my Instagram or YouTube. I'm a YouTube person, so I follow people that I want to be like. So if I want mental health
Yes.
issues, and that also can give you a disadvantage in jobs because companies look also in your Facebook or Instagram, and if you post nonsense,
Yeah.
you will hinder you in your job.
Yeah. So let's make a point in 2021 to follow people that we really want to see in our feed. You know how you scroll because you don't want to see this girl on vacation posting and she's never working. Okay, if you don't want to see her, unfollow her. We're just going to be following people that are going to be bringing value to us going forward. So millennials, take notes. I'm taking notes mentally, yes. Okay, what do you think?
All right. It's not really wrong about social media. It's an amazing tool. The problem is it depends on how you use it. So if you have to roll back 10 years back from now to find, to look for a job or to reach out in HR or anybody like in the field that you want, it was really hard. You have to, get to your car, get a taxi, just to, to go. You have a meeting with that person. But with social media today, you're able to connect with everybody just on one click. So it's optional. It's a tool. It depends on how you use it and what you use it for. If you want to use it like, you want to support yourself, do it. But if you want to use it for something beneficial for you, do it. So it's optional. It's a tool. There's nothing wrong about social media. That's what I would say. Being a tech, I support technology 100%. So a tool is something that you can use it when you want it. When you don't want it, don't use it. So I don't really see anything wrong about social media. So that's what I'll say.
Please?
I think I might say, I think there are disadvantages, right? So I think with mental health, but just like you said, it's being able to connect with everyone from everywhere and anywhere. So back to homies, we are all connected as the African community or the Indian community, Latinos, and many other foreign communities that are here in America and throughout the world. So I think that's the best part, and I love it. It's an option, right? You choose to how much you can share and how less you can share. And I think you can play with that, but it's amazing.
But also, let's not take for granted how much millennials have gotten as far as social media has, billions and billions of income are coming from social media. Someone started a lip gloss company just in 2 years. It's booming. I saw another one who started a plant-based health skincare, something like that, and now it's booming, thriving. If you know what you're doing, you've done the research, social media is a great tool. I just have to say.
Yeah, there are a lot of millennials that have turned into full-time influencers that will really stir you into making the right purchase or getting into the right business. So it's not all bad. It's actually pretty good if you know what you're doing. So we can tap into it and making it an extra income or even your main income. If your 9 to 5 is not working for you, switch to social media influencer and then really just use it, like you said, to grow your community, because that's really good. That's one thing that we need to do even more, keeping engaged, keeping connected to each other. And then, like you said, really making an income out of it. We do it for free anyway. We own our funds on social media for free anyway. So why can't we make money out of it? So I think this is really, really great. And like you said, it's optional. If you don't feel like it, there's no obligation whatsoever to log in and to post anything. Or if you're going through a rough period, it's okay to log out. It's okay to just say, I'll be back in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months. I'm doing me right now. I'm taking a break, and I think this is really, really going to be something good. So millennials in the room and other generations, this is also for you guys. I see a lot of parents on Facebook. My parents are on Facebook. They're trying to enter Instagram right now. I'm saying no, but I'm just saying that you got to use it to do something good. There are a lot of fundraising on social media. There are a lot of businesses that are going 100% online, especially with the pandemic where there are not in-person gatherings or in-person work offices and stuff. So being online has its positive aspect, but you gotta watch out when it becomes really consuming and taking energy from you and really changing it into a negative way. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk career. You guys have been in your respective fields for quite some times now. And what I think we should do is for you guys to say what got you into that specific field, and anybody who wants to enter it, tell them what's good about it. And if we want to be honest about it, let's talk about the challenges of that field as well. So let's get right into it. We'll start with the gentleman.
I'll just give you the example first. And we're here today because one person had a dream. It was like, okay, one day I have to bring people together to talk about my magazine, talk about business, talk about different stuff. That person had a dream. And today, we all a part of that dream. Because one day somebody dreamed about something. So anything you do in life, you have to come from inside. You have to like it first. You have to love it first. Before it comes to light, right? Even if in a career, like, we got different people in different fields. It can be IT, healthcare, whatever you want to do. Just be passionate about it. Take your time. Don't settle for anything. There'll be stone in your road. There'll be difficulty on the road. But just work hard and you make it. I'll give you an example for myself. I used to work for a company called CC's. I was a system admin over there. And during the pandemic and all that, I lost my job. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? This is my job. I need to pay my rent. I need to do this and that. How am I going to do it? So one friend of mine was like, you know what, man? There's so many jobs out there. Just go out there, go to the warehouse. So I'm like, man, I'm an educated man. I spend a lot of money in school. I don't see myself somewhere in the warehouse doing just a regular job. Like, you know what? If I have to suffer, it's going to be here in my home. And you don't want to see me all day. It's because I had a dream. Like, you know what? No matter what, I'm going to find something better than the one I lost before. I stayed in my house for almost 3 months without a job. Working hard, studying every day. I woke up, I sit on my computer, studying every day just to get that special job that I want in my career. Like, I cannot do anything if it's not IT. That's what I told myself. And that's every day when I wake up, I sit on my computer, start sending out applications, study every day. And I'll tell you today, I got a better job than the one I lost before the pandemic. So you have to love what you do. You have to be passionate about what you do, to make it after the mountain. That's what I was saying. Just be passionate about it.
Absolutely.
Don't settle. Don't settle for anything.
Yeah, that's it.
Me right now, I'm at the beginning of my career. I can say I've been, I want to do it in the field, so I'm just dipping my feet towards the water. I will talk about education. For somebody who is right now maybe in college or maybe in university, I would say don't give up. I know it's hard to study and working, study and just be in another country and study another language for people that didn't speak English before. So I would just say persevere and surround yourself with also good people that have the same mindset as you, because it's easy to get distracted in this country. There's a lot of things that you can do here and you can lose your focus. So always remember why you came here, for what reason are you doing what you are doing right now, and stay congruent, stay focused, and network with the right people.
Okay. So tell us how you got to where you are in your career right now, and what would you say to motivate anybody who's trying to do something similar?
I'm in retail now, but I've always been in energy and oil and gas. So the last 7 years of my life has been oil and gas and energy. Just recently, through COVID, I got laid off, and then I got this retail job, retail venture. It's a retail company, so I'm calling it a retail venture. I got it just a few months ago. So it's not the best thing. The money's good, okay, but it's not what I want to do. It's not where I see my future. Oil and gas is better. My dream is actually to work in IT as a scrum master for an oil and gas company or an energy company, because the benefits are fruitful, everything is better. So for that I say you have to crawl before you walk, and always never forget to leave the ladder up for anyone else who wants to climb. Yeah, that's really important. You always have to give a helping hand.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say to someone in the room that maybe just got here and really trying to figure out how to make this work for themselves?
So honestly, I'm paving my own way.
Yes.
And I applaud, we're all educated, right? Like, thank God, thank my parents, but I'm definitely paving something different, right? I think my dream is to own my own show. I have a passion for what I am, an African woman, trying to make it out in one of the best places in the world, right here in the United States. But more so doing something for back home, my country, Congo. But how did I get to where I got? I managed an app, like I said earlier, for homies. I had no idea how they actually found me. The CEO was like, yo, I see something else, and join us and help me grow the different communities that actually are on the app. So if you're out here, you just got here, believe in yourself, definitely, just like he said. Believe in yourself. Your talent, your skills may be weird or different or unique, but you can definitely do it, and this is definitely the place. It can happen here. So that's all I can say.
And also, to add on to what she just touched on, there is power. I feel like maybe most of us are underestimated because of the color of our skin. At my job right now, I'm the only black woman. At my previous job in an oil and gas company, I was the only black woman, which I tried, because I was on the hiring panel, but I tried to get someone of color in, which was hard. But let's not underestimate ourselves. If you know you have the qualifications, keep pushing. Don't stop. Just keep pushing and pray. Yeah.
So I hope you guys really took some great notes, and thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, being personal and everything. And thanks to Awakening Africa Magazine for having us. And that's it. Thank you.